Hi, it's Kane Hodder, Jason from Friday the 13th. You're watching Slash and Cast. Keep watching, or I'll kill you and your whole family.
What's going on, horror fans? Welcome back to another episode of Slash and Cast. My name is Riley. That is Nick. And let me just say, I am super happy to see you. Especially you. With the blue shirt. Is that a new shirt? What if, for the one person that has a new blue shirt on right now, you're probably looking out your windows right now. And that's all we wanted. So we got a lot to talk about today, but first of all, a few announcements. Summer content schedule is a little funky right now because our internet's absolute trash. Fuck you, Comcast. I hope you watch this. It should be fixed this Thursday, which, by the way, I called 3 days ago, and the fact that they make me wait until Thursday is just bullshit. But side note, I'm trying to let it all go. This is my therapy, okay? So right now, internet in terms of streams is a bit of a mess, but we are going to start doing more videos. So expect some of that this week, including some new stuff. Hopefully, that's the plan. Little Mad Podcast also is on hiatus until the internet is properly fixed. We're going to quit making a joke out of the show. That being said, still go follow us on twitch.tv/Little Mad Podcast because it is coming, all right? Everything that you need other than that in the description. That includes our Discord. You should be there. Movie nights are returning when the internet's fixed, too. Twitter, Facebook, Discord, Reddit. You get it all. Let's do this. Let's talk about Friday the 13th, the game. The new patch came out. All right.
Yay.
Hey, that's exciting. That is exciting at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And we got some great things out of it. But let's go ahead and do a proper, in-depth review of Friday the 13th, the game's latest patch. The good, the bad, the ugly. We're going through it all. Let's start with the good, okay? Single-player challenges. They were great. I'm going to be honest with you. As a fan of the films, they were an absolute pleasure. Like, they really were. The special kills to start, I even me, I was shocked. A lot of the times, they caught me off guard. And the cinematics were just incredible. And if those cinematics could make their way into something like multiplayer, that'd be insane.
Yeah, those were very impressive and just so cool. Just so cool.
Maybe we could. It really shows. You go back and watch the earliest kills of the game. Let's look at the choke kill. It's one shot. It's not exciting. I mean, the kill itself isn't exciting, but the cinematics aren't either. Now we look at the single-player challenges. I mean, Elphonic has taken tremendous steps forward in terms of their actual cinematic skills and being able to make a good-looking game.
Yeah, it really, it was a huge step up. You know, some people even, asking, was this truly Elphonic?
Right. Caught a little off guard.
Right. Good job.
Yeah, good for you on that part. Story for the challenges, most of them were very interesting. It's not a story mode. Let's be clear. It's not a story mode. It was never meant to be.
Plot.
All right. But the
plot.
There was some interesting stuff going on there. And, of course, direct scene references from all of the films.
Yeah.
Including some really, really good ones from Friday the 13th Part 2 and some really, really good ones from Friday the 13th Part 4.
Yeah.
So if you're a fan of those films, it's a treat. It really is. That being said, they did throw AJ under the bus a little bit. It's just a common joke. Of course, it's AJ is like a different person every challenge. It's not like the same AJ. That makes sense.
Right. The stories don't go together. They're separate stories.
Yeah, like as if they're entirely different movies, if you want to look at it that way. But AJ was always with a different dude every challenge. So there's just an ongoing joke right now in the community surrounding that. Now, despite what others have dealt with, I will say that my challenge experience was fairly bug-free.
Yeah.
We had some issues. You got Bugsy standing when he's supposed to be in the wheelchair in Challenge 5.
Spoiler alert, sorry.
Deal with it. At this point, you should already be there. Come on. What are you doing?
Get out of there, you.
Get out of here, you. As well as some other separate models that were standing within some of the cinematics. Stuff like that. You have just a bunch of random bugs. I will say some people are having issues with getting objectives to unlock. I know you did at first. I never did.
Yeah.
So hopefully those get straightened out really quickly. But ultimately, it was a fairly bug-free experience.
Right. And, I mean, those took so long, especially when you're a completionist and you need to hit all those objectives. People are complaining, they're boring. I got done with these in, 2 hours. Right. Well, yeah, when you go in, just go for the no survivors.
You sit there and fucking slash everybody.
Right.
Stuff like that.
Right. I mean, yeah, you can do that. You'll get, 200 CP, XP, whatever, XP?
Yeah, CP. There is no XP.
There is no XP, that's right. So yeah, 200 CP, It's nice to see the board all checked out, and especially if you're a fan of the films. I guarantee you, not a single fan of the films went in balls deep like that.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I finished all the objectives. I was probably one of the first out there to do it because not many people were even going for it. I got all the objectives for every single challenge, and it was, and even no, because I definitely had an advantage because I knew the films very well.
Right.
In terms of hidden objectives, I was very prepared for those because of the films. I knew where to go. I knew how to go about this. Most challenges, I knew where to go. Especially like challenge 5 and 10. I knew exactly what I should do. But like, and it still took me a long time to get through those. There was some where you're just keep replaying and replaying for, hours on end until you get it exactly perfect. Especially challenge 7. Those struggling on challenge 7 to get the undetected, just stay patient. Just keep trying. You'll figure it out eventually. It's a tough one though.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, I'm proud of it.
Right. 10 challenges we got. A lot of people are already asking, is there going to be more? Is there going to be more added in the future? We want more. And, they're trying to get past, these first. They need to see the reception of these challenges to everybody in all walks of life, if you're a fan of the films or not. How many hours you have, bugs even in those challenges. So make sure you leave your feedback on F13 the Game's tweets, Wes Keltner's tweets, Dan's tweets. Leave your feedback.
That being said, at this time, they have never said no. And Wes did kind of say in the stream that when we saw challenge number 2 for the first time, he was kind of like, we'll see.
All right. He's like, we need to get these out here first.
Yeah,
and see the reception to those.
Right. So if you want to see more, let them know.
Yeah, let them all know.
Definitely want to see more.
Yeah.
So those were awesome. I think, in my opinion, at this point in the game, that's the best thing we've seen. I could go through hundreds of those if you wanted me to.
Right. And with Uber Jason and the Grendel map coming soon, I definitely want to see some challenges on there.
Yeah. That'd be neat. And then if we possibly see a Manhattan in the future or anything like that, we got to have challenges for those too.
Right.
So that'd be really cool. I think one of the great things about the engine upgrade itself is the engine upgrade. Okay.
Yes.
The FPS especially if you're on PC, has shot through the freaking roof, dude. Yeah. Like I can run epic settings now. With 125% resolution. Okay, so I'm like really pushing my graphics card, and I still hit over 120 FPS doing that.
Yeah.
I have a good graphics card, don't get me wrong, but like still, that's way, way better than I was getting maybe 70 pushing it like that. Now I get up to 120 plus. So definitely a drastic difference there. Lighting, I understand it's dark at times, and of course you have the gamma where you can change that. I love how dark it is.
Yeah.
It requires true strategy to play in a dark setting like that, and you have to use your flashlight. Why have a flashlight if you can see everything at all times?
Especially if the power's out. The power's out, and with weather on, it is dark.
Yeah, and I think that's the way it should be. I mean, that's a horror game. Go play Alien Isolation. See how dark it is.
Right, and like they said, you don't like it, you can turn your gamma up, but hopefully you're not the same people saying, I want this game to be scary, because you're undoing what they did. You're undoing what they did to make the game a little scarier.
Yeah.
But yeah, the darkness is definitely great. A great addition.
That and with the engine upgrade, the engine itself, it was a pretty drastic jump from 4.13 of Unreal Engine to 4.18 of Unreal Engine, meaning there was potential to do way cooler things now in this engine. Ideally, your performance should be better, and hopefully they can run with this now. We should be on an uphill slope here. That's how it should be. Let's just hope for the best, okay? Now, weapon swapping, okay? Weapon swapping was another great thing. A lot of bugs coming with that, okay?
Yeah.
A lot of bugs came with that, but it's awesome nonetheless. Now, let's talk about some of the bugs first. That may be an issue. This is sliding into the bad a little bit here, but you have Jasons that use normally with their regular weapon use 2 hands. Right. They in combat stance they'll still hold single-handed weapons with 2 hands. It looks dumb. Like the machete is.
He's holding on to the blade.
Yeah, he's holding the blade, and the blade. Well, it's the handles here and the blades out there, and the other hand's just kind of holding nothing.
What a man! He's grabbing on.
Well, he's not holding anything. He's not holding okay. If you're holding the machete, right hand, okay, the blade is out that way. The other hand's here doing nothing. That's how he's holding it. So this is how like part 6 is holding like the post, right?
Part 3 holds the blade.
You're right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it looks dumb. It looks really dumb, and hopefully they're fixing it soon. But the weapon and swapping itself is a lot of fun. It's cool to do any kills you want for any Jason you want. Yeah, I mean, and also there's potential for future kill packs from weapons we haven't seen yet.
Right. Also, if you're just coming to the game now, we've seen a lot of people asking, how do you get weapon swapping? It's unlocked at level 113 currently. In our opinion, like we said, it's a little high.
It is.
Yeah. After you go through and put your Jason kills, if you go up to where it's the weapon circle, you can click on it and then. It's all the weapons. Then you get to choose your weapon, and then you can set your kills to whatever. Kill packs work too.
I will say the one thing I don't like about it is like if you switch your weapon, you pick out your kills. Anytime you switch your weapon again, it doesn't save those kills.
Right.
I wish if like
I get it.
I wish if I went back to the machete again, I want my machete kills I already did before still there. Save me some time, you know. But whatever. That's nitpicking at that point.
Right.
Salt mines actually truly way more effective than I ever anticipated. They're not bad.
Yeah.
When the engine upgrade first came out, every troll ever returned to the game.
Yep.
There was a lot of people online on PC there, and man, there were a lot of dickheads.
Yep.
A lot of dickheads. Mainly people that were just suiciding and then leaving the game, which doesn't count for salt, by the way, which needs to be changed.
Correct.
Suicide in general in the game just needs to be changed. It should count either as a kill or you get salt for it.
Right. These people, they would come into the game, in parties, if two or whatever, if neither of them were Jason, which who knows if they're teaming, who knows if they're not, they're just playing, but both of them didn't want to stay. They both commit suicide. Well, then Tommy was already called. The person spawning as Tommy, they kill themselves again, leave, no salt, and the whole lobby's screwed now.
Yeah.
No Tommy.
Yeah, it's really fucking stupid.
Yeah.
It's really annoying.
At least, if you suicide in the first, 5 minutes, maybe that should count for salt points.
Right.
Maybe if there's a way to track it. I mean, well, if you're betrayed, no, it won't. So really just a suicide,
I will say
it's hard.
Yeah, it started off with people just suiciding, but we got to the point where those people got too lazy to suicide. They started leaving again.
Right.
And they worked their way to the salt very quickly. There were hundreds of people with salt within the first hour of the engine upgrade.
Yeah.
So it worked. I mean, right now, playing now, it seems like the trolls are fairly limited back on PC again.
Right. We've been getting full games.
Right.
Without people leaving when they're not Jason.
Yeah, that's nice. Let's keep it that way. A lot of rookies, though. A lot of new players came to the game. It's good to see. Keep that going, all right? Now, back to the story of the engine upgrade itself. Where everyone's like, people are still confused. Where are dedicated servers? Now that the upgrade's out, they can officially go through the dedicated servers process. As for how long that will take, I'm hoping we see it by July 13th.
That'd be a nice number. That's when a lot of people are coming back to the game.
Right.
There's the potential for, content as there won't be another Friday the 13th for... Ooh. Wait, do we have one in September this year?
I honestly have no idea.
No, it's September next year is the next Friday the 13th we have.
Which means take advantage of this one.
Right.
Hopefully the engine upgrade gives them a little bit more like time to speed up the process of updates. Okay, we should ideally get at least one a month now.
I would hope so.
Now, hopefully we see hotfix for the issues we have. Speaking of that, let's go into the bad. Okay, there's a lot of bad. Okay, in every new update, we get some things that are fixed, but every time it comes with shit that just is broken again. Okay, the grab. Let's start with that. It looks awesome. The stinger that comes with it, it's great too.
Scary.
I love that a lot. I really do, especially when using it in a stock situation. That's great. But it is very much in favor of the counselor. And this is, listen to me. I know you right there. You're gonna say right now that, oh, you just need to be better as Jason. You need to get used to the grab. I agree to a certain degree. You need to get used to the grab. Once you adjust, you'll do better with it. But I'm talking directly from me playing as a counselor standpoint. Let's just keep that in our minds as we do this. As a counselor, you can go watch the Victoria Sterling gameplay that we posted. One little dodge. I mean, the gap, like if you barely miss with Jason, you're not getting the grab.
Nope.
So one little dodge, and then he's stuck. You can no longer turn with the grab, and you're stuck in a hard lock animation, and you're going to get smacked every time.
Yep.
So in terms of killing Jason and getting to the point the mask is off, way easier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at this point, we're starting to see slashing going up. Which, I mean, yes, it's a strategy, but these kills are super cool, and there's a reason
Yeah.
people want you to do kills.
You see, that's the thing. Like, I get it. If you got a slash right now, I honest to God can't blame you.
From a counselor standpoint, like,
Yeah.
you gotta.
Yeah, I honestly to God can't blame you. But I don't want you to. I want you to do cool kills on me. I want you to take advantage of all the fucking hard work that went into mocap.
Right.
It's there. Like, that's what the game's about, to see like epic kills. So if we're all just stuck getting slashing because counselors control so easily,
Right.
it's a real shame. So please, that needs to be adjusted at some way. And the best way to go about it is probably changing combat.
Mm-hmm.
So however that goes about, or I've heard a lot of suggestions in terms of decreasing the amount of weapon spawning. That'd be great too. It was like that we had it to the point that it was decreased a lot.
Right.
But it seems like they came back.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but whatever. One thing that really sucks, man, old bugs returning. Some fixed, but many new ones as well, okay? The sweater glitch, the one that I fucking hated for 2 months, is back, where it won't work until somebody else dies.
Right. There's been like 3 people alive, and we're trying to use the sweater, it doesn't work, then Jason grabs someone, kills them. I think it even worked when they got slashed. Somebody just had to die, and then the sweater would work.
Yep.
And that is, I mean, just so annoying. You walk up to Jason and you're spamming it, and there's nothing you can do. It's not working.
Yeah. They also made a change. Now, I'm not saying this is a bad thing. I actually think this is kind of a good thing. But the sweater needs to fucking work for it to be a good thing. You can't swing when you use the sweater now. Until you're out of the animation, you can't swing at all.
Yeah. And
this is coming from people that kill Jason all the time. Our streams are kind of known for that thing.
Right.
That meme.
Yeah.
Of killing Jason. So I think that's actually a good thing.
Yeah.
Bring in a third person. That makes it a little bit more challenging. That being said, it's as simple as letting Tommy get a clean axe, hitting Jason down by himself and pressing A.
Right. You can still do that, which
we did, and we were still very consistent with kills.
Right. So it like we said, we're kind of known for killing Jason.
Yeah.
A lot. And we think this is a good change. We actually like this. Makes it a little bit more fair in that regard.
It really doesn't make any sense for Jason to continue to be stunned by a sweater when you're not even saying the shit anymore.
Jason, pop!
Yeah, yeah. And so that is, I agree. It should be that way. So that's a good thing. Yeah. But make the fucking sweater work. All right, that end of story. Jesus Christ. Pocket knives that are making their return. We finally got them cut down to about anywhere between 3 and 5. Now you can see upwards of 7 to 9 again in a match, and fuck, is it annoying?
It's so bad.
It is so bad. Dude, I found a game, like I had 2 games in a row where I found 3 pocket knives. Yeah. Single person, Vanessa, or I was playing Victoria at the time, but could you imagine?
It's not just offline bots too. It's multiplayer.
It's multiplayer, yeah.
Oh my god.
Speaking of which, bots, that they have knives like all the time now.
Yeah, which I mean is a good thing. They're actually a challenge now.
Yeah, I don't mind that as much. It's really annoying though in multiplayer, especially when trolls come around with 3 knives. Like, Jesus Christ!
You get your
again, you're encouraging slashing.
Right, you get your battle Chad still, prevalent. Now they have 3 pocket knives.
Yeah,
and legendary swift attacker.
Right,
and you miss a grab, you're getting smacked.
Yeah, so there you go. That's a bit of a shame. So. Now parts spawning close again. Escaping easy as hell. They did adjust parts on Jarvis House, and for the first time ever, everybody escaped easy as hell in one of my games for Jarvis. We had every single objective: police, car, and boat done in less than 3 minutes at Jarvis.
Yeah, that's the one thing that we, both of us, really enjoyed about Jarvis and Pinehurst is. Yeah, they're hard.
Yeah.
People don't like those maps because they are hard, and you probably won't escape 70, 80% of the time.
Right.
That's good. Love them. The parts spawn way across the map. You move those part spawn locations in the Jarvis map, and now they're damn close.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's not limited to Jarvis. Jarvis is way easier now, but now you have the fuse back in the phone house or back in the house next to the phone house.
Back.
You have the battery and gas just lined up by the car, cabin to cabin. it's just too easy. And there's people that complain about Crystal Lake Small all the time, is that everything's done in 2 seconds. It's even worse now.
Yep.
So let's readjust that again, please, for God's sake. Rainbow Blood. This one's not as big of a deal, but it's just kind of dumb.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't either. It hasn't happened to me yet, but I've heard a shit ton of people talking about.
It's either green or it's just rainbowy flashing.
Yeah, it looks like fireworks shooting out of the counselors' bodies. So I mean, that seems like a bug that should have been caught. I don't understand how it hasn't been, but whatever. Preferences messed up. This is a big one. This is so fucking annoying, dude. When I pick a counselor, I want to be that counselor. I didn't pick random for a reason. Don't make me a different counselor.
Right. So I set my preference as Lechapa, as you do. And
as you do.
And in the first game, I was Lechapa. Didn't touch my preference. Countdown 5 for the next game. 4, 3, 2, random.
Yeah. That is stupid.
Random counselor, random Jason.
Yeah, and especially when I'm going in, I'm trying to play with a new counselor, get some work in, and then I spawn in as Kenny. It's like, wait a second,
right? And
How dare you?
And then you get people that are like, I don't have my kills set up on this Jason, because when the new upgrade came, all the kills were wiped. So they said, oh, I just want to play as part 8. Well, then your Jason goes to random. Now you're playing part 3, and you don't have any kills equipped.
Yeah. So there's that. That's really dumb. That's super annoying. Get it out of there. Okay. Certain sounds missing. This one isn't as big of a deal, but it's just kind of obnoxious. The good news is you can hear the car starting again.
Yeah.
That's nice. But doors closing, footsteps, locking doors, a lot of the times those sounds are missing.
I sat there at the door and I walked up to barricade, no sound. Sound, no sound. Sound, 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 no sound. It just kept, it was random. It was just so random when it locked in the door.
Yeah, so there's another one that you think would be caught in playtesting. I don't, but I'm going to come back to that in a second. Leaderboards random order. Not even sure if this is a bug. This may be intentional, but I think it's kind of dumb. If they did do this intentionally, I don't know why. So we know the spawning order. Usually you see the lobby screen, and Jason is usually at the top, and all the counselors below it. Now it's completely random. Wherever you're spotted when you go into the lobby, that's where you're going to be, no matter what if you're Jason.
Right. Jason, is second to bottom, and I as a thing, you want to see how many he's killed. Right. Because you want to know if somebody else died or what's your situation. And you click and you look at the top, you're like, oh God, he's all the way down here. Yeah. It takes you an extra. Yeah, it takes you an extra second, but that could mean life or death or a quick shift.
It's just nitpicking.
Yeah.
It's just nitpicking, but it's one of those things where it's just like, why?
Yeah.
Why? Jason textures are all over the place. You have people, and these aren't mods, by the way. These aren't people hacking. This is straight up just the game glitching. People bought, there'll be part 3 Jason, but then their textures will be like J9, and the hockey mask is 3 different ones mixed together.
I think the first game I played on the new engine, it was part 3 Jason, but he was wearing part 5's jumpsuit, blue jumpsuit.
Yeah.
And then blue jumpsuit was about here on his mask. Yeah. And then, the mask started here and then cut off. It was...
Yeah, I've seen Jason spawning with 3 ears, shit like that. Just weird stuff. Once again, just fix that shit. That's just annoying too. Flickering textures. This has been a real bitch for me, especially with weapon swapping. This is when you see it the most.
Yeah.
Using weapon swapping kills, the counselors will start flickering and flashing all over the place, and they'll start skipping around. You're just ruining cinematics that way.
Yeah.
As well as Savini, I've had major issues with his upper half, his abdomen, his shirt.
It's just
flickering
flashes
like crazy. It looks like it's all wet. It looks like it's soaked all the time, and then it's just flashing over the place.
Yeah, you asked if, Savini had a bloody skin. I'm like, no.
Yeah, it looked like wet blood. That's what I thought it was.
Yeah,
but it was just his shirt. Yeah. So that's stupid too. Invisible doors. This is another big one. It literally looks like there's no door there.
Right.
Next thing you know, you run into it.
I walked in a cabin, locked the door behind me with no sound. Walked into the inside door, and the other door of the cabin, there was nothing there. I could see outside. I'm like, oh, okay. Jason must have knocked this down. Is this the phone house? Whatever. Turn around, grab a weapon, walk into the door, and I'm running in place. I'm like, what? I see the prompt. I click it. The door is there now, and I open it. And then I shut it, walk away. It's flickering back and forth.
Yeah. I think that one's pretty self-explanatory why that could really cause issues. You're running away from Jason, you think a door is open, and then you're running into a door and you die. I think that one's obvious. Those are the main bugs. There's a shit ton more. All right, let's be clear. There's a shit ton more. I'm sure you could list them off in the comments like crazy. We expected bugs. It's an engine upgrade. It's a massive engine upgrade. It's a big change, okay? We expected bugs. Don't get me wrong about that. but some of the stuff is just fucking ridiculous. I really hope that in the future they got to step up their playtesting. And I imagine where these issues are coming from. The reason they're not seeing these multiplayer issues, they're probably playing in private matches 99% of the time.
Right. We don't know if they're on dev builds or if they're on a live build, and it just doesn't happen. And then when they, submit to their respective platform, something happens. Again, we don't know what is causing these bugs that, clearly weren't seen in playtesting. It's very possible they weren't there at all.
Right. I would. This is why I doubt they were there, because I bet they were playing private matches.
Right.
And if you're playing private matches, that's still different than multiplayer. If you go into pubs, I guarantee they would have found the counselor issue with preferences. A lot of the sound issues would have noticed. Right. There was even issues with the car not being able to go up hills very well. Which, by the way, that's another good. I think the car turning now, I think it's way more realistic.
Right. It's in front wheel drive now.
Yeah, I think that's way more realistic. So. It's just dumb stuff. You think that should be spotted in playtesting. So I'm hoping in the future, I get there was a lot to playtest. There's a lot in this engine upgrade.
Yes.
The thing is, though, you're making yourself look really, really bad when you deliver an engine upgrade like this, a patch that everyone's been waiting for, and you're riddled with really stupid, obvious bugs.
And all it does is feed the trolls.
And it does. Like you're pushing away an audience that you finally got back. Mm-hmm. So many people came back for this patch, and then they see dumb bugs and shit they don't want, and they're gone again. To me, it's just a real shame. We had a good opportunity to bring back a community here, and then just some of the stuff should not have happened.
Right. Like we said, hopefully we see a hotfix very soon. And hopefully with this engine upgrade, now that, this huge, just massive engine upgrade, we can see regular patches, monthly, 2 times a month, whatever, maybe every 2 months. That's better than what we had before.
Right.
But hopefully we see a hotfix for these issues and more coming soon.
Yeah. Okay. That's the bad. You've heard the good. You've heard the bad. Let's go into the ugly.
Ooh.
Okay? This is where things really hit the fucking fan. Okay? Content missing. It's all over the place. Excuse me. Nobody skins on PS4, like at all. Like, not just physical, but your unlocked digital skins, they're gone.
They're all gone.
That's a real shame. You worked your ass off for those. You deserve them. Okay? It sucks when they're gone. Now, we usually don't talk about leaks, but we're going to talk about this one because it's not even a fucking leak at this point. It's straight up in the game. I don't know what to tell you. The major leak of Uber Jason and all of his kills. Now, I'm going to keep it short because I don't like leaks. I really fucking don't. But this one needs to be addressed.
Right. We never addressed in the previous patch the use of Uber, which was just the skin from the virtual cabin on a part 8. No exclusive kills. It was invincible, no hitbox, nothing.
Yeah. This is Uber. Like, this is him.
Yep.
And it's all his kills. Not all of them are done, but whatever. Now, here's the catch about this. Apparently, those randomly receiving Uber Jason have used a DLC unlocker in the past, which is why you're seeing it on PC. Meaning easy anti-cheat is automatically flagging anybody that is using Uber Jason, okay? Now, many are saying that they've never touched the files, okay? And you may be right, but they still received Uber in some shape, way, or form. But all I'm doing, I'm just relaying to you what Gunn said, that's on record, confirmed, that these people use DLC unlockers. I don't know what to really say about it.
Right. Now that goes for any of the clothing pack, any of the kill packs. If you've weapon swapped, if you've CP or XP hacked, level hack, or got Savini or Uber. Now, some of you may have bought Savini on eBay and they gave you this
DLL hack file.
The DLL hack file. That is it. A couple people, a lot of people got real codes. And, those I don't think are getting flagged because they're real codes.
Right.
But if you used a DLL file hack, whatever it's called, I don't even know that much about it.
Right.
If you use that at any point in the past for anything, you are getting flagged and automatically banned by Easy Anti-Cheat.
Yeah, and if there are innocent people getting banned out there, like I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. At the end of the day, I'm seeing like there's got to be a fix for something like this. This shit can't happen. The hacking is one thing. All that to the side. My big issue with this whole thing happening, this is beyond a hype killer for Uber Jason. And if you're like me, you're looking forward to Grendel more than anything.
Right.
I'm praying that there aren't at least those leaks are limited itself. Uber Jason is one thing, but it's still bad, man. Like, it shouldn't have happened. It's a really dumb thing, and it's definitely the ugliest thing that came from this engine upgrade.
Yeah.
Is the massive, massive leaks. So hopefully we can get a leash on that, pull her back in, fix these issues.
Right.
Let's go over an overview of this update. Okay, some great things came from this patch. They really did. There's some amazing things I love. Single player challenges, I could play them through 100 times. Love it. Okay, and multiplayer, there's some great things about it. Yeah. Performance is better, but it has created, and not only is it's also created tremendous potential for the future, but it is absolutely riddled with bugs. Many, I believe, that could have been completely avoided if, it was just tested more thoroughly, especially in that multiplayer sense. Like I said, I love single-player challenges. I think they excelled there. However, many players will be let down by this engine upgrade.
Right.
And all those new people we brought back in, they're heading right back out.
Right. And I'll say it one more time. I truly would hope to God. I know it. I have to know it at this point. That why would Ilphonic say, hey, the update's ready with all these bugs? There is no way they would say, we're late on a deadline, let's push it out. I don't think they would do that. They already missed their deadline earliest of April, even though, that's not a deadline. That's the start of the deadline.
Right.
I think that these bugs were not found until it was submitted or released to the public. No, I don't think they found these in their internal playtesting. Like I said, I would be ashamed if I said this is okay.
No, I 100% agree. I think they actually genuinely didn't see these bugs. My issue is the bugs we're seeing are all coming from a multiplayer sense.
Yep.
We need to step up that playtesting in that area so this shit doesn't happen again.
Which I understand. You've been working really hard on single player, and I'm sure that's been the top focus out of all the things been going around, getting those challenges out so people stop bitching.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
Multiplayer it's where the game started. That's where a majority of the players fell in love with this game. And, people love the game and just said, I'm taking a break until, all this new content comes out. And it's just so bug filled. Nothing truly game breaking.
There's some stuff you could argue is, but nothing. It used to be worse.
Right. Like we've has been worse.
We've seen the game in a worse state. I agree with that. That's coming from a PC standpoint. Consoles have some more issues that need to be addressed, especially Xbox One, man. It's dashboarding a lot again. It's all the fucking time. So that needs to be fixed. It's just dumb stuff, man. As for the Xbox One X one, I really don't understand how that wasn't seen either. Because these people are pressing A at the menu, and then they're dashboarding. Like, nobody got that in playtesting? Nobody had that issue?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess you're using a dev kit Xbox 90% of the time, right? So I get it. They probably didn't see it. It's just, God, it's such a shame that something like that couldn't be found before they dove in and it was publicly released. I also don't know. I don't even know how the fuck it got started. How did that happen with Xbox dashboarding like that?
Exactly. Again, I don't know much about if it's when, they sent it for cert or if, when they finally pressed release and released it to or scheduled it and then it finally got released. I don't know when the bugs came up, but like I said, I don't think anyone would want to put this update out there and say this is okay. Even if you're, if you would have to delay it. I don't think anybody would say this is okay.
Yeah, I know. I hear what you're saying, and I don't know shit about game development either. I don't know what caused these issues. What I do know is that it happens way too consistently.
Yeah.
And I want this game to be successful. There's nobody that has more passion than I mean there's probably people who are just as passionate. But I'm just saying we would dedicate our lives to this fucking thing. And I just want it to be successful. It's just when dumb shit like these little bugs are in there, it's like, man, I wish we could figure those out beforehand. I mean, maybe bring in more playtesters, as many as you can, especially, and then dive into pubs. Pubs are going to be your biggest issues. I mean, there's got to be a way to do better in the future. Is what I'm saying. I'm not losing faith. Like, oh God, they can't do it. What I'm saying is there are some huge fixes here that they could definitely address, and they could do better. I know they fucking can. They could do better than what we got.
Also, if there's anybody out there that says we never criticized the game or Gun or Ilphonic or anybody,
hey,
what's up?
it really, it really is frustrating to me. There's some things I love about it. I love F13. I play all the time.
Right.
Okay. It upsets me so much when I see a community get smaller because of stupid bugs. Like,
yeah.
Hopefully, and like I expected bugs. It's a huge upgrade. There's a lot to transfer over to that new engine.
Right.
It's kind of expected, but there's just some stuff that I think could have been found before. Hopefully, we get quick hot fixes and we address issues very quickly.
Right.
And we should get to a stable point very soon.
I really hope so. I mean, again, why would we leave? We just got a bunch of new content. Those challenges, I mean, they're something you could play once a week.
Right.
Just to get that feel, those kills, those cinematic kills, especially in some of the later challenges, some of those kills are dope and really are, I mean, just directly from the movies.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
And there's a shit ton of dialogue too.
Yes.
Dialogue that you really have to let's talk about challenge 6. I'm not going to go into spoilers of it, but there's 6 different people, 3 or 4 different conversations going on, and you have to be by that conversation to hear it happen. And so you're going to go back and play it a few times to make sure you hear everything.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it really is.
There's some great things. The game has unbelievable potential on this new engine. We just got to get a hot fix out fast, and we got to progress through this shit.
Yeah.
I'm praying. I'm hoping. You got my prayers, all right?
Like we said, we've seen the game in a worse state. We really have.
Yeah.
This is not the worst it's been. And, at this point, some people may just say they're done with the game. Just keep watching here. You can watch. We will let you know if there's any, hot fixes or patches, what issues are fixed, and you can come back anytime.
You can come back anytime.
The game will be waiting for you. They are not, they are not going anywhere. Gun Media, Ilphonic, they are not going anywhere.
Yeah,
they're going to keep. Why? Why would they ditch it at this point?
And feedback is key, which is why I'm willing to discuss this right now and criticize the issues.
Yeah.
So let's just get a hot fix out.
Right.
Let's just get a hot fix out.
And make sure you let them know, whether that be, in the F13 Discord, whether that be on Twitter. Twitter seems to be the main point where you see a lot of the feedback coming in.
Yeah. Try to do it constructively, though. Good Lord.
Right.
Just don't be like, your game sucks. You suck.
Right. That's
shitty devs. Hold on now.
That doesn't help at all. That really doesn't help at all.
No.
It's more time for them to scroll and not look at real issues that you may be having, but instead you're trying to be funny.
Yeah.
I would
make sure about it.
It takes a lot of time, but remember after the beta when Wes Keltner himself, the man, the myth, the legend, made a survey and tweeted it out to everybody and addressing what they liked, what they didn't like, stuff like that. And he read through every single one of them.
Yeah. That was like 3,000 surveys.
If they did something like that, don't get me wrong, it would take a while.
Yeah.
But I think that would be something very beneficial, for finding bugs as well. Again, the place to report bugs, there's a Reddit thread, there's Jason Kills Bugs, there's the Friday the 13th Game Discord, and then, the F13 Twitter support will just redirect you to Jason Kills Bugs, I believe.
Right.
And they are acknowledging, like in the Reddit thread and in the Friday the 13th Game Discord, they are acknowledging.
Yeah, it's
bugs.
like your feedback has been heard.
Your ticket is acknowledged.
Yeah.
We have wrote it down.
Yeah, so that's good. I believe in them. I really do. The point is, it needs to be addressed, and it needs to be pretty quick. Let's get a hot fix out quick.
Right.
So I'm all for it.
Or a full patch. I'm down with a full patch as soon as possible. Of course, they have to get certed, so that can take some time. I'm not sure how hot fixes work. Again, no idea.
I want this shit to happen quickly. I want it to be fixed quickly because then we can move on. We could dedicated service can be a focus. Uber and Grendel can be a focus. Content after that can be a focus, and we can start getting the game that we always wanted to its full potential for all fans.
Yep.
The game, especially after dedicated service comes out, has so much potential to reach so many people. That's where I want to get to. That's all I really got to say about it. That's the engine upgrade. Let us know what you guys think. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Give us your opinions, all right?
But be respectful. Don't attack people who, if you don't like the game, don't attack people who say they like the game or love the game.
Or vice versa.
Yeah. Be respectful. Be constructive. We love discussion.
Yeah. But with that, after that 30-minute discussion, let's move on to our next topic of the day. We only got 2 more, and they're both short, but they're worth talking about. Let's talk about Halloween 2018. With just 5 months to go before the release of the new Halloween film, fans have obviously been asking where the hell is the trailer. We need it right now. Let's do that, okay? But Jason Blum, producer of the film, finally did tease us with some fresh news concerning that trailer. He said this on Twitter, saying, and while I'm twittering as opposed to tweeting, because he's weird like that, I want to assure #Halloween fans that we hear you. We have read your comments, and I can assure you that early June will be a happy time for you, or perhaps, should I say, for most of you. XX. Because that's Jason Blum's a weird guy.
Yeah.
Listen, that's not far away. Like, it's the end of May.
Early June is this week. This weekend is early June.
Yeah, so we can see one as early as this weekend, and that would be super exciting. I can't wait much longer. I'm dying.
Yeah.
I want to see it so bad. And it's weird. I didn't realize we were that close until I read that we're 5 months out. And I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's really coming up. So, hoping for the best. I don't know if we'll get the same trailer that was shown at CinemaCon.
Right.
I kind of hope we do because it looked like there was some pretty graphic shit in there. And I really want to know how far that gore element of the film goes because that's the film I don't want. I want a suspense-driven film. Correct. But people like the trailer, and Halloween fans usually are pretty mutually agreeing on things.
Yeah.
So, if they liked it, I like to think I'd like it too.
Can't wait.
Can't wait. That being said, the new Halloween film is set to hit theaters on October 19th of 2018. Of course, we'll be talking about it every fucking week until then. All right, we got to keep up to date with Halloween. Could not be more excited. We're going to go see it like 15 times. All right, with that, let's move on to our next topic of the day. Last topic of the day as well. Stranger Things 3, it got a new teaser. Now, this isn't much of a teaser. It doesn't really truly show any footage from Season 3, but yet it's a fun teaser. So, at least most fans should enjoy it. That being said, let's go ahead and watch it now. Take a look.
It's time to face your fears. Confronting your past is the first step to healing. Don't worry, buddy. I'll be with you the whole way. You did it. You faced your demons. Well, demogorgons. You're right. If you can do it, so can I. It's gonna be okay. Remember, Bob Newby, superhero.
Like I said, just a fun little video, but it is nice to see Bob again.
Yeah.
Bob's spoiler alert. Obviously, I probably should have said that before the trailer, but I mean, come
Sorry.
on. It was strange. It was a Stranger Things 3 trailer. You kind of could have should have expected that. I suck at my job. Bob obviously dies in season 2. What a shame. Bob was awesome.
What a hero.
Bob was my dude. And so it's good that they stunk him in some sort of way. Having the cat there moves. I mean, come on.
The hands, that was so funny.
The little pause. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Yeah, not much there, but good to see it. Filming began not long ago on season 3. We do not know when the show, will be released. With that being said, we do know it takes place in 1985. And the season will deal with the lurking presence of the Upside Down inhabitant known as the Mind Flayer. Ooh. Heard about before. There's no real synopsis other than that. It's kind of just like, hey, 11 and her group of friends are back at the Upside Down.
Which Netflix can do a very good job at keeping quiet.
Yeah. So, like I said, while we don't have a release date now, we should expect one very soon. And probably some footage soon too.
Right. If you haven't seen any of Stranger Things, it is a pop culture staple at this point. Yeah. It is so very good. Get your free trial on Netflix, or if you have Netflix, watch it. What are you waiting for? Yeah. It's good. It's very well done.
Yeah, true. And I will say I enjoyed season 2 more than season 1. So if you haven't seen season 2, go watch it. Hopefully you have. If you like I said, I spoiled it for you, or that one part I spoiled for you. Okay? Sorry. I really am sorry if that happened. I'm a dick.
It's been a while. I think spoiler talk is okay by this point.
Yeah, I mean, come on. It was like it came out in October. Right. Like, be better.
It's been like 8 months.
It's been like 8 months. You'll be fine. But yeah, that is gonna wrap up Slash and Cast today. If you enjoyed, make sure you drop a like. It's so let us know everything you think about everything ever. Okay, like I said, F13. You gotta let us know. Got a hashtag? Pressure's on. Everyone's watching.
Hashtag. Blum is weird.
Blum is.
If you made it this far, I mean,
Hey, this is all it's about.
yeah,
Who's got the retention rate? You
right.
know?
And I haven't heard a truer statement. I've never said a truer statement.
Yeah,
Blum is weird.
He is weird.
Sorry.
Well, all right. Like I said, with that, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Editor, roll that outro.